That's really cool. I actually did not see those monitors before this morning. That's the first I've seen that. That's going to be interesting.
Looks like we're getting underway here. Bill's going to be the first one to shoot. You'll hear the buzzer in the background that signals him time to shoot. And then they'll alternate shots.
Is the time any difference? Is it still 1 minute, 20 seconds?
No, it's alternating shots as far as I know. I don't know if it's still the same 2-minute time limit for the three arrows.
Been told that we're all systems go on the cameras. So we are going to get started.
There's Rob doing the announcements.
This match, we've got Bill Sennick, 4th seed, versus Ray Tenbrook, 3rd seed. We've got Bill Sennick shooting Matthews and Ray shooting PSE. I'm going to let Chuck take it from there as far as the rest of their gear is concerned. We're going to get this match underway.
So Bill's shooting Matthews bow. Looks like he's shooting gold tip arrows as well. We were not prepared with a total equipment list, so we're going to have to kind of wing it here. His first shot.
It's an 11.
Center punch the 11
nice
for
shot,
a first
Bill.
arrow. And this is where the alternating shots take play.
It is a 9 just out.
And we're looking at there you go. Bill Sennick for his second arrow. So now he's got a 2-point lead already going into the match.
I imagine nerves come into play in a setup like this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you saw just a little bobble. He's holding quite a long time there.
It's an 11 just caught. 2-point advantage thus far.
Need to look at the other screen for that to see that arrow.
Is a left 10.
Notice he's hitting just a little bit left. I'm wondering if the lighting here is playing just a little bit of an effect in the way that he's sighted in on the practice range versus where he's hitting here. Or he could just be tensing up just a little bit. You know, when you get into these pressure situations, you tend to put a little more energy into the shot, hold a little tighter, pull a little harder.
Has a 9 to the right.
He's a right-handed shooter, so he would tend to pull to the left.
Yeah. Yeah, he had an extra strong shot. He would miss just a little left. And his third arrow is going to need to be a call.
That is a very, very close arrow. Could be an 11, could be a 10. We'll have to wait for Larry to call this arrow.
All he has to do, for those of you who
potentially we've got just a 1-point match. We'll wait for Larry's call.
They have runners to go down and get their arrows for them.
Nice shooting, gentlemen. For those of you that are watching, it would be very important. Let's say Ray's first shot was a bit left. You have to be confident in your shot, and let's say it felt like a great shot, felt like you smashed it. You know, if for some reason the lighting, you're seeing things just a little bit differently with things, you'd have to make an adjustment. Go ahead, Larry.
So I'm looking at the clock there. You can see the clock.
9, 10, 10.
Very
so that
top
low
edge of
arrow,
the screen.
Third arrow just missed.
So they're getting 30 seconds per arrow.
Yeah. And for those of you who may not be familiar
11, 9.
with scoring, all they have to do is touch the ring.
As far as score is concerned,
yeah, all they need to
higher
do,
points. Yeah.
That's it. You just need to touch that line. And on these particular targets,
2-point lead for Bill.
The way that they're scoring them, the X, or the very small inner ring, is 11 points this event. The next ring out is 10 points. The next yellow ring would be a 9. Hopefully we don't expect anybody to be out into the red, which will be into the 8 ring or the 7 ring, and then the blue would be a 6. So that looked like D Wild there, giving them a score to confirm.
Lining up here for the second, and it is a 4-end shoot off. That is correct, Chuck?
Yeah.
So 12 arrows total.
Bill, we're ready to roll.
Grand total of 12 arrows. And this is not a set match. This is a total score match. So with Bill having the lead there.
So like you had mentioned, in a lot of tournaments, it's what you win end to end, and then you can count up your point total.
That is a 10 to the left.
Yep, correct.
But this one is total points.
Correct. Yeah, not a set scoring system.
11. 1 point differential right now.
So it looks like he's correct.
Nice shot.
Looks like he's corrected that left side that he's been hitting.
And in this is men's open, so they are allowed to make adjustments. If Ray felt like he needed to make an adjustment, he could make an adjustment.
11. Nice shot, Bill.
Yeah.
Unlike some other classes where you can't once the shooting starts.
Right. In the bow hunter setup, you can't adjust your sights, but these guys can totally make adjustments on the fly as they're needed. So
11. Pinwheel. Nice shot, Ray.
So it looks like Ray's picked up another point there. 22 total for this end.
Whatever adjustment he made, whether mentally or with his equipment, he did it.
Right. Needs one more arrow to bring it to even, based on what we're looking at now. 51-52, Bill with the lead.
Now Chuck,
holding for a long time. See that little bobble there? See those? Yeah.
Ooh.
Complete miss.
Wow.
That's going to be impossible to come back from. He actually was.
Believe we've got a 6, possibly, or did it catch?
Doesn't look like it caught.
Did not catch.
And yeah, that's going to end.
Wrong target.
More or less, that's going to end this match, unless.
Okay, Ray's got an 11. Nice shooting, Ray.
Unless something tragic happens over on Ray's side. Bill actually went after the wrong dot. He's up in the middle of the target versus the bottom dot. Could be a confusion thing. That they've gone to these vertical targets, which is sometimes a challenge for the guys if they haven't practiced on them or haven't gotten used to them.
Under our format, would he have been able to have scored that arrow, even though like he would have had 2 in one spot?
I don't know the answer to that question. I've never shot the wrong dot.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sure Bill wishes he had neither.
Right. And you can see they're changing paper for each end here, and the reason behind that is so they can get a good, clean call. There's no accidental holes in the paper, so that they can get a perfect call exactly where they need it.
Thank you.
Yeah, now.
We have Chelsea Neville taking and running arrows for Ray, doing a great job.
Now, the hard part here for Bill is going to be to regroup, kind of finish really strong. He's been at it long enough that
10-6 miss is the call.
He's been around this kind of a situation
so we got
before.
Pretty much a very difficult lead for Bill to overcome for Ray. So we got 2 more ends left.
I found a lot of information on Bill shooting 3D. Looked like he's big in the IBO world. Does he do a lot of target shooting as well, indoor?
Yeah. In his off season, well, what we would call his off season for 3D. This is his game. You'll find a lot of these guys, especially at this upper level, will cross over for all season long. They need to keep their shooting form ready. They need to keep their bows ready. Mentally, they need to be ready. The 3D season.
Okay, Bill, we're ready.
The 3D season in the southern area, that's going to pick up here in just a couple of weeks.
Yeah, sure.
So he'll be playing back and forth between 3D and dots. Vegas just a week away, just a few days away, really.
Now we can see he's got a card on the left side of his
Got
scope.
a potential 10. It's
what
on the line.
What would be the purpose of that, Chuck?
Well, so
may have caught.
Bill's probably dealing with a left eye dominance issue, and what we call cross dominant. He's shooting right.
11. Nice shooting, Ray.
So he's shooting right-handed, but he's wanting
Ray
to block
has to
the
keep
image.
in mind he's got an opponent
from
coming
that,
up.
Left eye. So he uses a blinder on his cap, and he uses a blinder on
11.
the end
Nice
of his
shot,
scope.
Bill.
Good recovery there. So that he can stay on target and keep looking through his scope versus letting that left eye take over and having him aim at something off. PSE looks like the new
10
expression
low
there.
left.
And back to the left again. Another really strong shot, or needs to put a couple of clicks into that sight.
Looked like he caught the 10 on that one.
Mhm.
Looked like he split the ring.
Let's see, this is the little arrow that gave Bill the trouble the last one, and he pounded
11.
Yeah.
Nice
that.
shot, Bill.
Nice shot, Bill. Looks pretty good there. You can tell, though, He knows it's pretty much over, and
11
he's going through the
pinwheel.
motion here.
Nice shooting, Ray.
Trying to finish really strong.
Yeah. As you said, he's been in situations like this before, so it's not anything new to him, but it happens to even the best.
Yep. So Ray with a 94 right now. Bill Sennick with a really tough score of 79. That second end only giving him 16 points.
Short of a similar error by Ray, it's pretty much Ray's to take at this point, I would imagine.
Yeah, Ray will advance, and then he'll be shooting Duane Price. Dwayne's another Matthews pro, but no stranger to what's going to be happening out here on this stage.
And he's coming off a big win at the Iowa Pro-Am just a couple weeks ago. He with the new Halon X. That was a big win for Dwayne.
32 each.
And as we see the runners come
Say
back,
that again, Larry.
we've got D coming back
32 each.
just
Nice shooting, gentlemen.
to confirm the scores there.
D. Wild, as you mentioned, father of Rio and Logan Wild.
This will be their last end.
We'll be seeing
Do we have live
Rio
scoring?
later
Do we
today.
have live scoring
He's
up
the
on
number
the
one
big screen,
qualifier in
please?
the Open Pro.
Yeah, Logan was close. Did he make the cut?
Eric
No.
Yoder, someone over there in control. We need live scoring up on the big screen.
Looks like Logan Wild finished just out of qualification
Okay, Bill Sennick will lead. Ready,
with
Bill.
a 653. So he only dropped 7 X's, and he didn't make the final cut. That's how good the shooting here is.
Yeah, it was a tough crowd this weekend. It's Bill taking aim here on his last set of arrows.
He looked,
11, nice shot.
he
Nice
looked a lot
11 there.
steadier there, yeah.
Yeah, that one shot you could see when he missed, you could see the bobble going on in the bow, you could see the tension, you could see the shake.
10, just high.
I wonder if he realized at some point, hey, I'm on the wrong target. I'm on the wrong spot.
I don't think he did. To miss that high and miss that left, I think he was looking at the wrong dot and
10, just high.
and just yanked it. Running a CBE sight there. Gold tip arrow. PSE bow, good shot of that.
11, nice
Smashed
shooting,
that
Ray.
one right in the middle. So Ray, the advantage Ray's going to have here is, he's going to be kind of on cruise control because he's got the first match out, got the jitters out of his way. So it'll be interesting
9,
to see
just out, high.
how he comes up against Dwayne, he's on the practice butts, but this type of focus, this type of
11, nice shooting, Ray.
attention.
Yeah, right.
Nice shooting, gentlemen.
So he got the jitters out, whereas Dwayne's coming in with fresh jitters.
Yeah, Dwayne, though,
Bill,
being the
any comments?
experienced pro.
How's it feel standing up
Let's
there?
get his comments
There's
here.
pressure. I just, I knew I was running out of time, and I couldn't let down, so disaster.
Well, we're sorry for that, but you came back very strong and showed what a professional you are. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Bill Sennick took fourth place. Give Bill a round of applause. Thank you.
I just want to thank you for holding this tournament, Rob. I know with all the weather and stuff, and there's a lot of stress and tough decisions, and I'm very glad, and I know there's hundreds and hundreds of people that are glad to held this tournament this weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's a class move from Bill.
Let's give Bill a hand.
As we noticed on a lot of social media yesterday, there was some.
Okay, we need Dwayne Price. Dwayne Price.
There was a lot of support for Rob and the staff.
Absolutely.
And then, there was a couple of naysayers, but I think that got drowned out pretty quick with everybody being, really supportive of everything that goes on here. This is just a gigantic event.
Put a target face up, please.
I can personally attest to how much
Put a
time
target
goes into
face up
this
on the
because
other
I
one.
was here. I slept here one night just in helping to set up.
Yeah, you guys. When did you start setting up the building? It was like Tuesday or something, right?
Tuesday, there were soccer
Dwayne
games
Price
being
is on the
played
way. We hear he's,
on
taking a
these
little
fields
R&R.
as of 9:30 p.m. Tuesday night. They were still
We'll be here
playing
shortly.
soccer on these fields. So
Wow.
what you see now is nothing what it looked like at 10 p.m. Tuesday night. And that night, a bunch of us just
in
stayed
mind,
here
this
all
is the
night.
Masters
We slept here.
division.
Right.
to get it set up. That's what we had to do, and we did it.
Yeah, you guys set up all the curtains, all the drapery, all the banners, the stage, the elevated seating, the lighting, all the big screens.
What people can't see is behind these black backdrops, which completely ring the facility, there's safety netting behind there as well. That also had to be hung. So you see those black drapes, there's another drape behind it. All those were individually hung, and it took a long time.
It's just a monumental effort for these guys to put this event on and to be able to get it set up and ready to go on
Dwayne
Thursday.
Price has elected to shoot on the right lane, shooting first.
So we'll see Dwayne on the right.
Ray will shoot second on the left lane, the one he's been shooting on.
Good luck, sir.
So
Gentlemen, good luck. Dwayne Price shooting for Matthews. Again, Ray shooting PSE. I'll let Chuck go over the rest of the equipment. Ready to roll? Okay. It's match 2.
So how
Step
is
up, gentlemen. Get comfortable with your space.
How is this for Ray?
Dwayne, give a
He basically
right
got
hand
no
up when you're
break.
ready.
well, this will be actually should be a lot easier for Ray because you know, just going end to end to end like this, it's just like shooting your regular qualification round. You know, there's a break in between. You do the scoring, you come back,
Dwayne is
you
good to go.
address
Start
the
the clock.
line,
Thank you.
and start shooting again. Dwayne, however, has come off the practice range, which is just off to the side, and it's lighted very similar so that the guys have a good, honest feel of what they're doing.
11, pinwheel,
And
nice shot.
With that, nice. That's
strong stuff.
inside out X.
He certainly is sharp with his first shot there. That's for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Yeah, Dwayne's gonna power right through. This shouldn't bother him a
11.
whole lot.
Solid.
Ray, of course, having a slight advantage of being up there and warmed up.
What did we get from Dwayne? We got a 644 for his qualifying score.
Yeah, his opening
46.
score.
11.
Yep, 3 points
Nice
ahead
shooting,
of
Dwayne.
Bill, 2 points ahead of Ray, and then Benton Christensen, which will be the next match. He was the high qualifier with a 647, with 50 11s out of 60
9
arrows.
left.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
2
that's
point
real good.
difference.
Yeah, Bill just missed a big one to the left there. There's a 2-point lead now with Dwayne. And Dwayne's a past national champion. He's won 3D
10,
events.
low left.
Misses
1
a
point
little low
difference.
left there. So it'll be a one point difference if Ray can smash this.
Now talk about
And he
the
gets it.
11, low
Gets the
left.
11 there.
as you mentioned, we score 11s
1
here.
point difference.
A lot,
Nice shooting, gentlemen.
a lot of tournaments that would be a 10 plus an X.
Right.
Mentally, what's
Stay
the
where you
difference
are.
there to the archers?
It's a hard thing
How's it
to
feeling, Dwayne?
just
Awesome. This is good. I appreciate everything you're doing here. I mean, this is like, I don't get to go to Neems anymore. You brought Neems to me.
Very good.
So thank you.
Thank you.
so as you can see there, you know, there's a reference
This is my
back
first
to the,
time at Lancaster. What a job they have done. Unbelievable rush. I never expected anything like this. This is the best that I've seen.
Thank you, Ray.
That's a pretty cool first experience when you make the shooting stage like that.
Exactly.
So getting back
32 for Dwayne Price.
to the mental side of it,
31
of what
for
they're
Ray.
looking at, you know, there's a lot of extra pressure
31
because
will
you,
lead
you
this
feel
in.
like you can't miss.
Helping to run arrows
It's
is
such
our
a
daughter,
small
Casey
X.
Koffel,
You know, these guys are all pretty much
who
shooting 27 size
who made
arrows.
the eliminations
Both
in
of
the
these guys
women's
shoot gold
recurve
tips,
division, but
carbon arrow.
unfortunately due to the cancellation was not able
You'll
to
find a
run.
lot of the other guys are running the Easton shafts. Again, a 27 diameter. So you hope to catch the X. That's really where the focus of it is. There's a great shot of the Achieve sight that's put out
Okay, we
by
are
XL.
clear for Dwayne.
Dwayne went with a matching color there.
And you had mentioned the 27s.
Correct.
That's the largest shaft allowed in competition. There are some that only allow.
Thank you.
There's some that only allow a 23, I believe it is, for World
Nice shot,
Archery.
Ray.
Yeah, international
cetera. Yeah.
competition is typically a 23 diameter, and when we refer to the diameter, it's 23/64 or 27/64 is the American measurement.
Below 10, tie score.
Dwayne just out. Now you can see that shaft just breaks that 10 line, and that'll mean it won't be able to catch the X.
It won't catch the
It
X
won't
like that.
catch
Okay.
the X. Yep. If it gets out of the side of that 10 line, then you pretty much missed it. He might catch the 10 with that one. That's going to be
That
close to
might
call.
touch the 10. Dari's going to have to call that one.
So pretty much anything inside the 10 ring, you're going to hit the 11.
Yeah, you absolutely hit the 11 if you're inside
11.
that. And you can see the to the right edge of the shaft there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of yellow space, and you know, as long as you can, if your arrow is inside or touching the inside of that 10 line, you can't miss the X.
Can't call it
See,
from
that's going to
this
be a really
angle.
close one. That's
Somebody
probably
right
going to be
to
out as
assist.
well.
Yeah.
It's just outside the break of that 10 line. So you're going to see Dwayne take another lead here as long as he can pick an 11 off.
11.
And he did.
Nice shot. Dwayne has the lead.
32-31, that's
Yep,
close.
Dwayne picks up there, and now he's got 64 for a grand total. Ray with 62. So Ray being behind here, pretty much if Dwayne hits 2 X's, it's over, unless he completely misses or hits a 9 or an 8 or something silly like that. But that 2-point swing coming into this next end is going to be a real tough one. 2 ends to make it up. Dwayne, you know, could give him a little bit of room, but
Sure.
having that 2-point lead with only 2 ends left is a little bit of a comfort.
Now, talk about that from that aspect of it. Dwayne being in the lead, what I'll ask you, Chuck, what do you prefer? Do you prefer to be behind a little bit? Do you prefer to be
Oh, no,
ahead?
man. You
Please
don't want to
keep
be
things
behind in
moving,
this
gentlemen.
game. In this particular game, you do not want to be behind. It's so hard to catch up, and you can't make the assessment or the
31 for Ray.
make the hope that the other guy is going to miss. I mean, you really have to bear down. And Dwayne knows that. He's not going to lift here at all. He's still going to
32
go at
for
it really
Dwayne.
strong. He's not on cruise control. He knows that he can, one little miss, and the game completely changes.
62-64, Dwayne Price leads.
And so for these pros being ahead, they don't feel any extra pressure is what you're saying. That they feel good about that.
Yeah, there's no. If you want to be anywhere, it's ahead. If a point,
Ray
2
will shoot
points,
first.
5 points, you want to be ahead at all times. You never want to give yourself the chance or the hope that you've got to come back. You start to second guess yourself. You may start to try a little too hard. Your shot tenses up. So, hopefully Ray here will just buckle down and start pounding them home. Nice,
Low
comfortable
10
shot.
for Ray.
Little low there.
Even if you're not familiar with archery, you can imagine that much of this is mental as compared to physical.
Yeah, you can see a little bobble there on Dwayne's elbow. See how he's struggling?
11. Nice shot.
Caught it,
He got it.
but he held a little longer than he's been holding. He'll brush that right off.
11 just caught. Nice shot, right?
Ray catches.
Hair high.
And then right back into the groove here for Dwayne.
11, solid.
Center punches that. See that deep breath? He'll try to shake that off. Now he knows if he finishes strong here, he'll put even a bigger lead.
Now, am I looking at?
11, nice shot,
It
Ray.
looks like Ray. Am I correct that he is shooting a thumb release versus Dwayne shooting?
Yeah, I'll
A
have to take
hinge.
I'll have to take a look at that. I didn't notice the release he was using. Look at the tension there. He's pulling hard on
He
that to
is
get it to
pulling
go out.
hard.
Got it to go in though.
Some on the right side. Is that in or out?
Thank. Yeah, now you can see the laughter there between the two of them.
It's an 11.
Roger that. So
He knew he was
Dwayne
holding
picks
a
up
while
one more
there.
point, I
yeah,
believe.
but he puts a good strong shot together. Now he's got
3-point lead. 97-94.
3-point lead
Now we
here.
have the scoring up
So
on the leaderboard.
he's still not on cruise control. Hitting 310s or picking off a 9 here will put Ray right back in the match.
32,
And
33
Ray knows
that
that.
end.
He knows he can come back and still get after it. This is probably the hardest part for him, is just
Hopefully
having
you
to
guys
wait so
shaved
long to
nice
get the
and
targets
close this
changed, to get their
morning,
arrows
because,
back.
We're going to see every point.
This is where your brain starts to play games with you, where you start to overthink things a little bit.
I can imagine.
These guys, with the history that they've got and the time in the game, doesn't affect them as much, but You know, you could probably see a little more of this when we get to the men's open. The guys who don't compete at this level on a regular basis, we'll probably see some bigger nerves there, and see how they handle it. But these two guys,
set and ready to go.
A little more used to this. Dwayne especially. Dwayne's a phenomenal indoor shooter. Yeah, he's definitely shooting a trigger there. Looks like a Carter release.
Which
11.
Much cleaner
inside
shot
out.
there.
Nice
Did
shot,
you see?
right?
Yeah.
Now, when Ray shot there, one of his last arrows that he didn't catch the X on, his hand looked a little bit dead in the shot. And that one, you could see it go back.
high-
There it is. There's a 9.
There it is.
9.
It's a
I think
two-point
it's
swing
just
there.
out. There's only a 1
So
point
now,
difference, I
yep,
believe.
now we're back down to 1 point. So if Ray can pound a couple in here, that's a 10.
That is a 10
So,
just caught.
If Dwayne can hit an X, he can take it back to a 2-point lead. There it is. Yeah, see his hand, nice and comfortable, nice and flat.
Ooh.
That's another
Turned
9.
it low.
And look at that. The match is turned, completely
That's
turned.
amazing. Just like you said, it can just a couple arrows can turn it all around.
Yep. This is going to be a pretty good upset. Oh, I can't see that last
10?
arrow.
It looks yeah.
Is
There
it
it is, 10. All right, so Ray with a 31.
So Dwayne
Dwayne.
here.
And an 11 to finish.
It's an 11.
Congratulations.
Wow.
How did that feel, Dwayne?
Terrible.
Dwayne didn't like that ending one bit.
Oh my, what a rush. I never felt nothing like that.
Great comments from.
Congratulations,
From Ray.
Dwayne.
So Dwayne will be moving
You
on.
survived it.
1 point. Boy, he had to be sweating it.
One
1
more.
point
Swing.
arrow.
Just a quick 1-point swing there. And we saw right away that, how fast that could turn.
He
And it's a
needed-
good thing he had that lead.
He needed that 11 at the end. He got it.
Our first seed in the Masters Pro Division, Benton Christensen. Ben Christensen.
So we'll see Dwayne moving on here.
Let's give a hand for Ben. Ben, come up to the stage.
Wow, that was a really, really good match.
That was a good one.
Ben, do you prefer right or left?
Ben being the top seed here.
Left?
He gets to pick.
First or second?
He shoots for prime,
Second.
and
Now-
he's going to go second. He's going to let Dwayne lead off.
And in a setup like this, again, I'll ask you, what do you prefer, left or right, and what is the advantage to one or the other?
I don't have a solid preference for that. Although if I can get an advantage, I'll stand so that I can see the other archer.
Okay.
So if it's a left-handed shooter, I would choose the other side.
Ben is shooting on the left
And
side.
that's more or less so I
and
can
we'll
watch
shoot second. We'll
body
lead
English.
second.
I can see mentally where they're at, see if they're rushing their shot, if they're pulling their equipment a little faster, and give you a little bit of read.
Okay, we're ready
I
to
think
roll.
at the
Take
elite levels,
stage,
though,
get comfortable in your space.
I don't think they have
Doesn't
any
matter.
kind of preference at all.
Dwayne will lead off.
I found it interesting that he did allow Dwayne to lead off, though. I think most
Benton
guys
Christensen.
would prefer to lead off and
Dwayne
lay a
Price.
little pressure on the other guy.
Ben is shooting a prime bow.
If you
Put the
lay one
pressure
down
on.
there right in the center,
Dwayne
then
shooting Matthews.
you're instantly
ready,
out
Dwayne?
of the door with an 11. And
Okay, let's
now the
roll.
other guy knows that he's got to match that or got to bring up to it. With Dwayne leading off, that's going to instantly put the pressure on him.
Dwayne caught
He
an
took it.
11. Just
Yep,
a little
took
low.
it. There, he's got the 11. So now Ben's got to hit an 11 to stay in the match out of the first arrow.
Now he's
Holding
got,
very steady, though. Great
Ben,
shot.
solid 11.
got
Nice
a wrist
shot.
strap on. I think he may be
Good
shooting
start.
a finger trigger release.
Yeah.
I think he is.
Yep. You'll see a lot of the, that's actually a lot more popular in Europe than it is here in America with the wrist straps. But there's been dozens of world championships,
10 just out.
national records, world records shot with that wrist strap release. A lot of those guys will shoot it in 3D. And it's just a little more comfortable if you're used to a hunting type setup or something like that. But he doesn't smash the trigger. You can see his finger just lays on that trigger. He's not hitting it
Low
like
as well,
a
high
shotgun
score.
trigger.
Right.
He's
He's
laying
pulling
right-
through with
yep.
his whole arm.
Yep, pulling right through into his whole arm. Yep. Keeps everything all in line there. So So it's a tie match.
Nice shooting, Dwayne.
Dwayne puts another solid 11 in there. And we'll see Ben. Hopefully he can pop another one. Keep this all tied up. Really solid hold, though. A little longer than he's been.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Got it
out.
in there.
11. Got a tie score.
Look at that breath.
Shooting.
Apparently he was sweating that last
Ben, how'd
one.
that first 8 feet?
That sucked.
Come on, let us know how you really feel.
Yeah, man.
Well,
That's,
I get butterflies just like everybody else, but I think mine are bigger.
Ooh, look at that deep breath. he's
11,
taking
10,
there.
11.
Yep. But hopefully this will settle him down, though. You know, he gets
11,
a 30,
10, 11.
He gets a
Tie
32
score.
out of the gate. He
All right.
knows he's shooting well.
Pull them,
Yeah.
return. Want to try
That's-
to increase the pace if we can. Thank you.
That's part of the excitement and drama of this setup. It is one-on-one and everybody's watching.
Yep,
And they both know that.
Yeah, they know it's on a live feed. The
Guys,
rule-
not to put any pressure on you, but the world is watching.
Oh, there you have it.
The world is watching. This is being broadcast if you go to the LancasterArchery.com website or the Lancaster Classic website.
I hope everyone's enjoying this.
You can click on the live feed there. Also being broadcast through World Archery. And here locally, they're broadcasting it
Yes.
on the local channel.
Blue Ridge Cable is helping us out here today. That's channel 11.
Mm-hmm. So Dwayne taking anchor again there. He's shooting the new Halon from Matthews. Gold tip arrows.
11, nice shot.
Nice solid shot.
Keeping the pressure on.
Thank you.
We're being told there's 511 people watching us on Lancaster
That
Archery's
is
website
just
anyway. That's a
out
good
low right.
crowd for
It's 10,
9
1
o'clock on
point
a Sunday
difference.
morning.
Yeah, this is probably everybody stuck back in their hotel room who couldn't make it here. They're still watching, which is what I've done in years past, actually. I've tuned into it to see what's going on.
A solid 11, low right.
Dwayne's starting to really look comfortable up there.
Speaking of which, about the weather, this storm did go down as one of the 5 biggest that this region has ever seen. 28 inches of snow.
Yeah, it's
in the Lancaster
It's
area.
a ton of snow. It's a ton. Ooh,
9, high
big nine.
right.
Did you see that hand swing
Yeah.
out there?
Yep.
There would be
Yeah.
a 3-point difference at this point in time.
Yeah, that's where those shots come in. He didn't get it quite as strong as he needed to get. Dwayne pulling through solid. Ooh, big
Uh-oh.
miss.
Oh. He knew that one wasn't
Yep,
good.
he knew it right away. But Dwayne's used to this. He's been in the shoot-off several times in Vegas, won a couple of national championships. The cool thing about this format is that 9 doesn't throw you out of the match. Whereas in
Solid 11,
in
almost
Vegas,
inside out.
you'd be all
nice
right.
shooting, Ben.
you know, he
Yep.
gets a chance to come back and keep shooting.
Yeah, 1-9 in Vegas. You're pretty much done.
So Dwayne's going to have a 1-point advantage here, 63-62.
10, 9, 11,
10, 9, 11. 30.
11, 11, 9.
11, 11, 9.
And there's your official call from
63,
Larry.
62.
And you
Dwayne
can see
has a
they're
1-point edge.
really trying to pick up the pace here so that we can get all the matches in.
Yeah, lots of matches today.
Yeah,
Benton will lead this time. The low scorer shoots first when the scores are not tied.
yeah. You hear Rob explain that to you. As Benton being the low scorer, he's going to be he'll take the lead here. He'll shoot first. So this is end number 3 of a 4-end match. And green light. There you go.
Can you hear that little whistle in the beginning? It's an electronic whistle. That's the start. Get things going.
Looking a little more comfortable there. Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah,
nice shot.
yeah. His
See how-
last one, he was
Solid
wavering a little bit there.
Yeah, just see how clean that hand came
Yep.
back. There's a deep breath there from him to kind of settle those nerves. He really needed that solid X to get a good confidence builder going in here.
Solid
Dwayne
11 left
matches it
side.
for another 11.
Confirm.
He looked comfortable as well.
11.
There
high-
it
high
is.
left
Look at
side.
this. Nerves.
Keeping the gas down.
Yep. He's not going to give Dwayne any room at all here. You know, there's a reason he qualified first. you know, he obviously has the ability.
Sure.
Ooh, that's going to be really close.
That is close. Look at that.
That's going to be really close.
11. Caught the 11.
He did.
So Dwayne does have the
Rob
ability to
gives
look
it
at,
to
see
him.
the screen right there at their feet. He can look there and see exactly where he's at, and you know, that's a big help that you can look and
Solid
see.
11.
33.
33. There
Yep.
it is.
Yep. So
Can't do any better than that.
Dwayne's got to match this so that he can maintain that lead.
Got a 10.
Oh.
10. So now it's turned.
I believe we've got we have a tie score. Believe we have a tie score. Dwayne, how you feeling, buddy?
A little exhausted. Just a little.
You need another bathroom break, do you?
Not yet. No, maybe an insure.
Maybe an insure.
11, 11, 11. Nice shooting, Benton.
You know, with the Masters class, we have a ton of fun with these guys. They've been on the tour,
One more
most of
time.
them, for 20 or 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
11,
a
11,
really,
10.
really great group of guys to
Tie
hang
score
around
going
with.
into the last end.
Really great group
Fierce,
of guys to
fierce
shoot with.
competition. What we would expect from a couple of veterans.
At this point in their careers, they're having just about as much fun as they are being
Dwayne
serious.
will lead off.
Absolutely. You know, it's a really good time. We see some archers kind of milling about here, and we're getting down to the final end. Dwayne's going to get ready to go right here, and first arrow off. Now it's going to be important for him here to make a good shot and put the pressure on Benton.
Yeah.
10.
10.
Oh, to the right.
Left a
an
little
opening,
door.
yep.
Yep.
Doors open.
See if Benton can just mash the throttle here and put another one right down the middle. Those last 3 arrows will be a good confidence builder
yeah.
for him here.
11.
Right in the
Center
middle.
punched it.
Yep.
1 point advantage for
He's
Benton.
got that.
Now you can see Dwayne there. He's got a little blue light on his sight. That
Yeah.
helps him acquire the target a little better. It's a great little setup that they've got for that.
Nice shot.
Yep.
Almost inside out 11.
Dwayne, being a 3D shooter during the summer primarily, uses that light, so that's really, really comfortable for him on the indoor series.
Benton, solid
Nice
11.
shot.
Perfect.
Still holds that 1 point lead, so this is it right here.
You can see him settle in with his finger. He twitches it and then just settles down. And
Yep. Pulls straight
Pulls
through.
through.
Yep.
Caught
Dwayne's
the
got
11
the 11.
low. Pressure's
Base-
on.
So
11 here does it.
he's got a little bit of an opening. 10 will bring a tie, and we'll go to a shoot-off.
10.
Oh,
Look at that.
We have a tie score,
Man.
gentlemen.
We're going to go to, and Benton
Just a little bit
cannot
high.
believe that he gave that door.
Okay, now we go to 1 arrow shoot-offs. Single arrow shoot-offs. Dwayne will lead.
11, 11, 10.
And you can,
5 straight 11s and then through a 10.
yep. Now you can see Rob is going to give the instructions here for
10, 11, 11 for Dwayne.
the shoot-off. It'll be a 1 arrow shoot-off.
Same order.
And it's just
And they wanna-
continuous. 1 arrow, 1
The
arrow.
archers will
1 arrow.
shoot
No,
1
it's-
arrow shoot-off. They'll begin at the top
1 arrow.
target,
That's it.
then the center, then the
And so-
bottom one. Just same order you've been shooting all weekend.
So this will be point
So we'll
for
lead
point
off with the
versus
top target.
a closest to
Dwayne
center.
will
right.
take the first arrow, followed by Benton.
And if they both shoot 11s,
They
or
shoot.
if
They do it again.
So it'll be
do it again.
single arrow, but
Right now
we'll
it's the
shoot
first
1
guy to
arrow.
miss.
If they're still tie, we'll shoot a second arrow. If they're still tie, then the third arrow will be closest to center. We do not go out to 6 anymore.
oh, there you go.
Third arrow is
Yeah, that's,
closest to
that's a
center.
format change. So, you know, right now you just want to hit 11s.
Sudden death.
Sudden death or sudden victory.
Now the pressure's really on.
Dwayne's been in this though. He does this on the 3D tour quite a bit, and they have sudden death shoot-offs.
11.
He's got it.
There it is.
Benton's got to match that. If it's a 10, he's done, and Dwayne will take the big win.
He looks pretty steady.
10.
10.
Just
Oh, there it
low.
is.
There it is.
Dwayne Price
Dwayne
wins
Price
it.
will be your winner. Congratulations to Dwayne Price winning the Masters Open Pro here at the Lancaster Classic 2016.
Congratulations, Dwayne.
That's what you like to see for a final.
Could I have a word, please?
Dang it.
Dang it. Hashtag dang it.
Benton, congratulations.
That's all you need.
I think
second place for Benton Christensen. Let's give him a hand.
I think that's probably the best comment. I think we should put that right out there.
Dwayne, your thoughts?
This is a
I just
family
want to say thanks
program.
again for putting on this venue. It's an awesome experience as always. You know, I've been here every year and I enjoy it. This is one of my best shoots to come to, and I finally won one.
This is your first
This is my first one. I got a couple seconds and whatnots, but this is my first time actually winning one.
How about
so
that?
Thank you.
Good for Dwayne.
Thank you.
Excellent for Dwayne.